Hey guys, welcome to Textures Tutorial. Today, we're going to talk about Photoshop AI Generative Fill. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. If you're wondering what is a generative fill is, it is actually a Photoshop feature wherein you could add, remove, or replace images right in Adobe Photoshop with a simple text prompts powered by Adobe Firefly Generative AI. And there are so many powerful ways that you could do with generative fill. So if you're wondering why we're doing this tutorial, so we're doing this because people are now using the generative fill feature in Photoshop because it allows them to quickly generate or create content within their image, such as objects, patterns, or texture without having to manually draw or design everything from scratch. So this feature that we have in here utilizes artificial intelligence to interpret prompts and generate visual elements based on surrounding pixels and content. People find it helpful because it can save time and effort in various creative projects, from retouching photos to adding new elements to composition. While it's not a one-click solution and requires some understanding of how to use it effectively, it can be a powerful tool when combined with traditional Photoshop techniques, making it a valuable addition to the creative toolkit of digital artists and designers. So you could add more to anything anywhere on your images. You could have a high quality creation, a low time commitment. You could refine, retouch, rework, cut out unwanted elements with ease. So if you're wondering if this is free, so you could access generative AI tools like Generative Fill and a set of number of generative credits within Photoshop with either a membership or using the free trial. So for us to be able to begin with this feature that we have in here, let's go ahead and click onto the free trial. Now we could try out this feature that we have in here without installing Photoshop using Adobe Firefly. So this is a website. You'll just need to search there Adobe Firefly and you should be able to see this option in here to get Firefly free. So let's just simply click onto that. And right after you click onto trying it for free, you should be able to see the generative AI in Adobe apps. So let's just simply click onto agree. And if you scroll down in here, you should be able to see the different features that they offer. So they have the text to image, generative fill, which we're going to be diving more later on, the text effects, the generative color, sketch to image, 3D to image, and there are some also that were done by other users so that you could get some inspiration or examples for your creation. So in exploration, you also have text to brush, extend image, and text to template. So you could dive onto these features more here onto Adobe Firefly. But let's head on to the one that we're going to be using for today, which is the generative fill. So you could use a brush to remove objects or paint in new ones from text description. So let's just simply click on to generate in here. So you'll have the option in here to select a sample asset or upload an image. So you'll just need to upload an image by clicking onto here, or you could drag and drop an image in here. And if you scroll down, here are some examples onto what generative fill would do. So as you can see this girl in here, it doesn't have a background, but you could change the background, its clothing, if you use generative fill. So let's try one out in here. Let's simply upload an image. And as you can see, I have a dog. Let's simply click onto that and click onto open so that it would be downloaded in here. Now, as you can see, we have here our dog added already, and we have the different tools in here and in here as well. So here onto the upper part, you should be able to see Adobe's Firefly's logo. And the three dots in here, you could do more in Adobe Express like apply filters and adjustments, remove the background, add text and more. You could share this one to Firefly Gallery, copy the image, edit in Adobe Express, and you could also submit an idea, report a bug, join the Firefly community, and join the Discord server. There are actually a lot of mistakes that are done into using generative fill in Photoshop or in Adobe Firefly. So let's dive onto some of the common mistakes to avoid when using the generative fill. So the first one is all about the instructional prompts. So we could use this insert first in here, since what we're gonna do first in here is to add in a background onto this photo that we have in here. So for you to be able to insert that, just need to fill out the background that you want to add something in. So let's just leave the dog in there and do it like that. So as you can see, we have here the prompt. So the first mistake that most people do is that there are some prompts that doesn't work well here in generative fill. So it is really crucial to understand that it doesn't work well. So there are some, like if you just want to say in there that fill it with green. So Adobe suggests that you should use descriptive nouns and adjectives instead of instructive prompts. So instead of saying that we need to fill this with green, you could just add it in here, garden. So right after that, let's just click on the generate and let's see what it would give us. Now, as you can see, here are the photos that it generated. So we've gone ahead and see the greens in here, making it look like a garden. So there are a lot of options as well in here. So this one, we have plants, and this one, which are leaves as well. So if you want to generate more, you'll just need to simply click onto more in here so that you should be able to receive a new set of generation. So you also have the remove tool in here, where it could also remove some things that you don't want to see in here. So this one really looks like a garden. So we could just simply click on the save before switching another tool. So we could remove this one in here like that. So let's just clear that one out. If you don't want to see that, you could just simply remove it like that. You also have the pan option in here so that you could move the photo that you have. And since we just want to have this one match it out onto the garden that we have, onto the dog, we'll just simply click onto the background in here so that we could simply type in a prompt as well on what we want to see. So let's start in here with garden so that we'll try to see what it would look like if the garden is the background. So let's click on the generate. And now as you can see, it generated the garden, but it is now a background, not like earlier that it was simply put in. So let's try to use the insert option as well again in here. Let's keep this one first. Let's click onto the insert and then let's add in something in here like a butterfly. So let's add in butterfly. And then right after, just simply click on to generate. And now as you can see, there are different butterflies in here that you could see onto the generation. So I kind of like this one. So I'll just gonna keep that. And also you have here the different settings wherein you could adjust the brush sizes in here, the brush hardness and opacity. So these are actually one of the mistakes also that are currently done by other users. So this one, you should adjust this because this can greatly impact the generation process. So if you have a really bigger one and you will just intend to do a smaller butterfly like this, so you need to have a smaller brush. So once you have a big brush, a big generation will happen also into your photo. So once you're satisfied already on how it would look like, you could also add in some things in here. Like if you want to see a stone, let's add in a stone. So let's simply click on to generate, wait in here. And now we have a stone already in here. You'll just need to keep it. You have also the invert option in here, wherein all of the generation that you have in here will be inverted. So we could try to add in a simple ribbon also here. Let's add in ribbon. And then let's click on the generate. Let's see what it will give us. Now we have our different ribbons like this yellow one, the pink one, and the red one. So I kind of like the pink one, so I'm gonna keep that. So once you are satisfied already onto how your photo turned out, you'll just need to simply click on to download for that so that all of this one should be saved onto your device. And there you have it. You've gone ahead and learned how to use the generative fill and also some of the mistakes that are done so that you could avoid them. Remember that this tool, the generative fill, is a powerful tool, but it is even more potent when combined with your knowledge of Photoshop. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, just comment it down below. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you on to our next video.